Hey there everybody, IntenseAngler here. Just out at the river today doing a little bit of fishing, and I wanted to shoot this clip real quick. This is going to be a video response to a contest that Team Bass 2000 is having right now. I think it's for their 100th subscriber, so congratulations guys. They got a really cool channel over there if you want to check it out. It's a father and son team that do a lot of bass fishing together. Catch a lot of fish, really fun to watch, got some good videos. So anyway, congrats on the 100 subscribers guys. Getting to the purpose of the contest here, I guess we got to do we got to tell about one of our most memorable fishing experiences, and so that's what I'm gonna do today. So I got one in mind obviously, and the one that I want to share with you guys, it's not my biggest fish ever, it's not that day I went out and caught 300 fish, whatever, but this one really sticks out in my mind, and you'll see why as I start to tell it here. So anyway, the story starts out, we're going up on a fishing trip in the boat just below Hell's Canyon on the Snake River. Okay, it's pretty remote country up there. So it's me and I think 3 buddies that went. Loaded the boat full of gear. We're going to be up there a few days, you know, camping out, doing some serious fishing, doing some night fishing for some big old flathead catfish. We'd been up there before and caught them up to 30 pounds or so. Really had been looking forward to that trip, and I think it was on our second night up there. We had scouted, and so on that second day we'd spent the day scouting and fishing, and found a really key spot to set up at night for flatheads, for these big flatheads. And so we set up camp in the primary spot, fished that for a while, caught some nice fish, and a little while into the evening I decided to go off by myself about probably about 300 yards down from everybody else, to another spot that I had marked. So I grabbed my stuff and I head on down, and I'm sitting there fishing, water's edge, you know, just hanging out fishing, waiting for that strike. Now I don't know if you guys have been flathead fishing before at night, but it's pretty interesting, pretty adrenaline producing. You're sitting there, it's quiet, you know, just waiting pretty much, and then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. You know, you're just this peace and quiet, and then all of a sudden fish on, you know, and it's going to be a big one, and your tackle's just screaming. You got this fight going on, you know, so it's just that quiet and then adrenaline, you know. I love that kind of fishing. And so I'm in the quiet phase of this, all geared up here, waiting for a fish to strike, and all of a sudden I hear behind me on the hill, it's this rock, loose rock screed, you know, type of slope here, and all of a sudden I hear something coming down it. Yeah, I'm not too you know, worried about anything at this point. Earlier in the day we had saw a lot of mule deer on this hill, and so I'm thinking they're coming down to water, you know. It was a nice hot summer day, and so I'm like, cool, maybe he'll come up to me, you know, I'll get a, you know, basically pet a deer, you know, because he was coming down, you know, right down, I could hear. So anyway, he's coming closer and closer and closer. So pretty soon I hear it right behind me, and we're talking 10-15 feet probably. I turn around and there's a mountain lion. This is not a little mountain lion either. There's a big old mountain lion about 15 feet behind me, staring right at me. Okay, now needless to say, my heart starts pounding. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, I have no way to defend myself except maybe a little 6-inch fillet knife and a fishing pole. Okay, so no guns, nothing like that. So a little bit nervous at this point. I stand up, turn around to face him, kind of puff myself up, thinking, okay, he knows I'm here now, he's gonna, you know, hightail it out of here. Wasn't the case. He did not care in the least. He obviously knew I was there, and he was coming to pay me a visit for, I don't know exactly what his purpose was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't, you know, just to hang out. So anyway, so I puff myself up, he's standing there, and my heart's pounding a mile a minute. You know, I really don't know what to do at this point. Yell at him, doesn't flinch, doesn't faze him, just stays there. And so I kind of bend down a little bit, pick up a river rock, and rear back, and he takes a step toward me at this point, and I huck this rock at him, miss the cat, hits probably a foot off the side of him in these rocks, And that's enough to startle him enough, luckily, back in the opposite direction and not toward me. So he goes about 10-15 feet up the hill and stops again. I get a pretty good look at him at this point, and this is a big cat, okay? He's not scared in the least of me. And he's standing there, and so I scream, yell, trying to make as much racket as possible, pick up another rock, toss it up at him. He moves about another 10 feet up. He's not running away, he's not carrying. Luckily, he's not coming back down at me either. So I try backing away slowly, you know, you're supposed to do all that. And I get backed up maybe 30-40 feet, and he's staying there, so I'm thinking everything's okay now. So I go to turn around to start walking back to camp where everybody else is at. I no more than turn around than a rattlesnake is laying on the ground, strikes me in the calf, gets tangled up in my pant leg. I go to kick him, and luckily it comes untangled and flicks out in the water and starts swimming right back toward me. So I kind of book it out of there, make it back to camp, and you know, tell everybody what happened. I'm obviously all excited at this point, to say the least. But anyway, first priority is I got my pant leg rolled up, and luckily I didn't get bit in too bad by the snake. It just grazed me. I had a scratch on my leg. Still not the best thing in the world. Didn't get sick or anything. It all turned out fine. But yeah, it was pretty damn exciting to say the least. And so grabbed a couple buddies, got my gear and got everything back, and spent the rest of that evening hanging out with the guys at camp. I wasn't going to go out on my own anymore that night. So anyway, that's probably one of my more memorable fishing experiences right there. I don't remember much about the fish we caught that night, but I'll never forget the mountain lion and the rattlesnake back to back like that. Just one of those days that, you know, you're lucky to get home from the trip, you know. So anyway, that's all I got, and did want to say thanks, or not thanks, but good luck to everybody else that's got a response up. It's in this little contest here. Hope you guys win. You know, pretty much everybody that's done has put up some really great stories. I've enjoyed watching them, and let's spend some more time out here building up these great memories and sharing them. So till next time, see you next time.